thrilled to hear from you and what you have to share about the Discord platform that you presented me with recently.
Yeah, Discord's a really popular platform for different like in the crypto world, in the NFT world, a lot of people use that platform. We
Yes.
have a server there for our project right now, and we just had our website launch last week. So I'm excited to get some new sound bites from our interview today onto our website as well.
Yeah, I became familiar with NFTs last summer when Troy Lanes came out with an NFT project. And most recently, when the artist Trippy Red came out with Trippy Heads, which Trippy Heads was on it was on a Discord channel, which I was a participant within, and I thoroughly enjoyed being amongst people that listen to the same artists as I. So I'm vaguely familiar, but I could always learn more. And that's where I want you to step in and help me and my audience understand NFTs and how your specific platform is working.
Absolutely. There's a lot going on with the NFT art world right now. A lot of people are very dismissive of it. They think, oh, it's just a JPEG. Why would you ever pay 150 or $150,000 for a JPEG?
Hmm.
But really, it works on blockchain technology. So only one person can ever own the art at a time. It's not
Hmm.
like you make a meme, you put it out on social media. Next thing you know, hundreds of thousands of people are sharing it and you don't even get credit anymore. When it moves through the blockchain, every time a transaction happens, the artist receives a commission on it. So that's really what's exciting for artists in the world. And a lot of musicians are making limited releases or mixed tapes, or they're doing even EPs and LPs. They'll release a specific number
Hmm.
as an NFT. How we differ with NFBeats, our project, is we're more copying it over some of the visual art opportunities, like how Bored Ape Yacht Club works, or any of those that you can look at. It's a it's like one generic base shape,
Hmm.
and then it has different attributes. Maybe the attributes are sunglasses, or the color of the background, the color of the shirt, what you see in the sky in the background. And then you use a computer algorithm to produce, let's say, 5,000 units using all these different attributes. You get 5,000 different pieces of generative art. No
Yes.
one has released, they've released generative art, generative art that has specific musical qualities to it. But ours
Yes.
is actually one bass song where we've taken like a MIDI song, okay?
Hmm.
And it's got 5 or 7 different layers on the MIDI tracks, and
Hmm.
inside of each of those layers is maybe 7 or 8 different instruments. So when the algorithm runs, everyone's going to
Yes.
get the exact same tune. Let's say it's not really Mary Had a Little Lamb, but just for example, it's
Mhm.
Mary Had a Little Lamb, but someone might hear it with, a harp and a flute and a triangle. Another person might hear it with a bass guitar and cymbals. And, you know what I mean? So it's
Yes.
going to be the same song that everybody has generated. It's just going to sound 100% unique for each generation that comes out.
I like that. And let me ask you this question, if I may. How would an independent artist or musician get started within the platform?
Well, it does take a lot of networking. We were only able to achieve this through some friend of ours who had some successful visual generative projects. And then you kind of need to be able to hire the right developers to write the algorithm to put all the pieces together. There are
Yes.
some, like softwares you can use to generate the art. Obviously, there's a lot of marketplaces out there, magiceden.io, OpenSea.io. You see that
Yes.
in
Yes, I have.
headlines a
I'm
lot.
familiar with that one. Um,
Right.
I understand that OpenSea has works with MetaMask as well.
Yeah, you can put a MetaMask on any of your wallets. I don't think it matters what currency is in the wallet. And so
Okay.
that's sort of something that's also specific. People will release their NFT specific to a cryptocurrency because it's that currency's blockchain that they're recording their transactions on.
Awesome.
So you might have one project that comes out on Cardano. Ours is going to be released on the Near protocol. Others are coming off on Solana. They're all priced and sold in different currencies because they use that blockchain as the backbone to record their transactions and generate their commissions during the life of the art.
I'm really excited about this because I feel like kind of a new pioneer with this, being that in August of last year, I was one of the first people to purchase Tory Lane's NFT, and he was one of the first artists, musicians to actually join the NFT, world. So I'm excited about talking with you about this, and I want to learn all that I can.
Revolutionary. When it comes to ownership of those NFTs, a lot of their value is worked into how are they utilized. Is it just a piece of art that you can share with people that you have recorded on the blockchain? Or does
Hmm.
it create an opportunity for you to have exclusive networking rights with other owners? We
Yes.
hope to develop a platform where people can co-produce almost like a GitHub. On GitHub, you can write software
Yeah.
code and you can work on people's open source projects together.
Hmm.
We're hoping to almost have that opportunity as far as electronic music production goes. People can work on beats together and then they can say, okay, we're only selling, this bass track or this bass beat that other people can produce and add to. We're only going to sell 100 of them,
I love
and
that.
people can use it. They make a song out of it. They can't take it out of their song and send it to someone else.
I'm really
So
excited about this because it just opens, what, in my opinion, this opens like new channels and avenues for people to collaborate. And that is wonderful because
absolutely, yeah.
it
I mean,
truly is.
we come from like old school rave crews from the late '90s, so
Hmm.
we love to team up and we love to, exchange ideas, and we don't want it to be exclusive like this is our club and you're not in it. We want it to be exclusive like if you want to get on board with this, come be in our club. The entry price is very low, but yeah, we have plans to our first generation will hopefully be out later this spring. We did have to
Hmm.
push it back a little bit further, just help with our publicity, get some more marketing done, and
Yes,
then
ma'am.
do the next generation. You can trade if you own two from our first generation, you can trade those in and buy a second generation without any out of pocket. And we hope
Yes.
to do music festivals where if you can't use your NFT ownership to get into the festival for free, then you
Hmm.
can create like a profit sharing opportunity because you've
That's
invested
great.
in us and made this possible. We want to, do like daytime technology, convention type of meetings and stuff like that, and have big ragers at night and really get the music crowd moving in a new direction.
Yeah, I love this. I mean, I'm just so excited about what the future brings for, music and artwork all together. There's so many great ways we could move with this, and I'm honored to be able to actually have this interview with you right now, currently.
Well, we
I'm
really, it's
excited.
my husband is really the one that we have to thank for this. Like he worked 6 months, the past 6 months
Mhm.
on actually creating the music and the art. I'm just here for support.
Yeah, this is
um,
beautiful. It truly
yeah,
is. Thank
yeah,
you
and,
so
and
much.
and visual aspect to it as well. He created a lot of different sound waves. Our rarity will be determined by some of those sound waves are actually going to be animated, and some of them will be just still imagery. But if there's 7 layers in the song, then you'll have 7 layers of sound waves in the art that comes out, that kind of thing. So you'll have the picture and the music that plays along with it. It's one of the reasons we chose the Near protocol and their ecosystem is because that currency allows for both of those. Um, and they're really something new. They have one of the lowest gas fees around,
Hmm.
and we've applied for a grant with their foundation to help us move forward and get more developers on board and stuff because we're the more the music people, we're not really
Yeah.
the tech people, but it's wonderful to see where it's coming to and not even know where it could go next. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, exactly.
fast. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is. I'm so proud of you guys. Tell me how your husband and how he created this idea for the platform, and what was his role in developing?
Well, he started as he was a DJ since the late '90s.
Okay.
He's been in the music scene here in Arizona, um,
Awesome.
25 years or so. He's
Wow.
DJed a lot. He's produced a lot. He's done a lot of remixes. He's thrown a lot of events. He's had some big names come out. But he's a family man too, So
Cool.
there's times at which that's really, really slowed down, especially in the past 5 or 10 years.
Yeah.
Um, and we have two kids. We're expecting our third right now. And
Awesome.
one of his best friends kind of got lucky and had this generative art called NFTs go off.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, you know what, man, like I can't believe the success I've got from this. If there's anyone who deserves to move up in the world and to be a part of this scene, I want to
Mm-hmm.
figure out how you can do it. So they just brainstormed together. They'd be online until the wee hours of the morning talking while I'm, in bed with the kids and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he just tried and tried and tried and got a lot of feedback from a lot of sources. And eventually we found something that works. And when you hit that generator to randomly generate the songs, like not a single one has come out that sounds weird.
I
Like
love
all the
it.
pieces work together. I mean, he's really a musician at heart. My kids love when he puts music on. They're little babies, they just dance around and act silly. And um
Beautiful.
yeah,
That is the best feeling ever. It really is. N-
absolutely. Yeah.
Congratulations on the family, Audrey.
Thank
That's
you. Thank
beautiful.
you. Yeah.
And um, tell me any more that you'd like to share today while I have you finally. Whatever you want to share, feel free.
Well, I'm not sure when you're going to, if you do any editing or if you publicize when your timeline for making this public is, but I'd love to offer some whitelist roles for any of your audience. So, the
Awesome.
first 5 people to join our server, which you can
Mm-hmm.
find at discord.gg/nfbeats.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the first 5 people to comment music is life, I'll add you to our whitelist. And that way you get 24 hours before the rest of the public to get in and secure your NFTs for this. You'll get a
Awesome.
chance to mint up to 3. And we're going to be selling 5,000 altogether. So we have 1,000 spots on our whitelist. We've only filled maybe that whitelist so far. So we'll still have plenty of space. So the first 5 people to join the server and say music is life, I'll go ahead and add to our list.
Hey, thank you. I hope that I'll be able to, bring that many aboard. I'm a fairly new podcast. I just started last month, and hopefully I can generate, the attention that I deserve as, an open platform where I invite everyone. I do, from all
Absolutely. And
walks
if,
of
if you
life.
want to talk offline about some of the marketing experience I have and some of the resources I've used, I'd love to share that with you as well.
I'd be more than happy to. Thank you so
Beautiful.
very much for giving me this opportunity to join something that I know for a fact is going to, create a whole different outlook on music and artistic and creative design. I thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah, because what I like about your podcast, so you're not you're not genre specific. It's not, you really are inviting anyone who has that feeling in their heart that music is life, inviting them
Hmm.
to the table. And you can feel that when you listen to your other shows and stuff that you have
Yes,
published.
ma'am.
It's wonderful. I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you so much. Okay. Any last words before we wrap it up for today?
No, I think that's all I've got. We do have a website as well. It's nfbeatsofficial.net. So you can
Okay.
take a look there. We have some samples I'm supposed to put up either tonight or tomorrow, so you can kind of get like a little sound clip of what
Yes, ma'am.
the song sounds like within different generations that have, been produced, and then see some of more of the sound waves and stuff like that. So you just stay tuned with us, and we'll get more and more out there. Once we hit critical mass on that Discord server, we will make sure we have a mint date secured, and
Mm-hmm.
see it go from there.
Awesome. I look forward to it, and I will be publishing this tonight. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, and your ideas that you presented to me and my audience this evening. Have a blessed evening, okay, Audrey? And I look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thank you, Crystal. This has been fantastic.
Yes, ma'am.